Good morning, you guys. I got a good story to talk to you about today. It came about as I'm waking up in the morning, trying to think of something to talk about, try to get you guys out of the way early in the morning because it takes me all day long to put these online. All day. So I'm going to try to do a quickie. So what I'm thinking about is about being saved. Are you saved? How do you know? I listened to this and I was listening. Listen, there's a beautiful story in the Tao where it talks about what it takes to be saved and all this business, it says one of the worst things that you could possibly believe in is that you are saved. And I've just tuned an ear to it. I said, wonder what they meant by that. The people that say that they are saved, if they aren't, that could be one of the worst things. So I thought about it and I said, I'm saved to this. I'm saved. And the thing is that we're supposed to remember his words, and we're supposed to do what we are told to do, and we're supposed to do what Jesus tells us to do, and not what religion tells us to do, because we find that in the book, the religious side of things is an outside approach to things, like getting baptized, and people think that if I got baptized in Jesus's name and I believed in him, that he died for us on the cross, that this automatically puts you in the saved zone. Well, that's what it says on the outside. But we know that on the inside, we have to do our works first, or it just won't make it. And the works is our inner workings, this little electrical system that goes inside our body. And so how we know, how we know that we are saved is because there are also two witnesses involved in this. There's two witnesses, is one of them will be the person sitting down and taking on this take on no thought, to try to raise the consciousness up to delta, to get this newer mind, to get to this connection to God. And we find that when when people are just saying that, all I gotta do is get baptized. We know baptism is this slipping into alpha frequency, and this turns us into our child. This takes the skin, lays it off to the side, and loosens the child, which is the spirit inside of us. Our soul is then loosened so that he can go up and do these other things. So he can go up and do our bidding with Father and Mother at the same time. And so you'll find that this outside approach, by just dappling water on you, does not do anything, does not bring any power of God to life to you. All right. This idea of just saying that you are, that you love God, Jesus, stuff like that, and believe that he was killed for you, that actually kills you, because you're reading the wrong side of this. He says, I'm on the other side of this, and I never died, and I'm inside of you. On the other side, it says that, he dies and went to heaven, and he's going to come back someday. So he's not even in the building, not anywhere close to us at all, right? But in the other side of the story, he's with us all the time. He never leaves us. He's just waiting for you to wake up and see him. So one of the things that's actually very telling towards a person that is considering themselves saved, one of the telltale signs, and the best of them all, is that if they are still following religion and doing the works, after they've been saved, that's working on the Sabbath day. And that Sabbath day can be anywhere. But if you do work on the Sabbath day, this is after your cleansing, after you've gone before the Lord, and you work any day after that, and work in this means to go back to church, go back to religion, just going backwards, going back and doing that other thing, dead. You're just, this is dead. You are not saved. You are not saved. You're lying. You're a false witness. That's what they call that. Because you didn't go. Oh, I was telling you about your witnesses earlier. The witnesses is yourself, because you sat down to do the works that Jesus set you out to do. And that is to go into your closet, shut the door, and pray. All right? And so this idea of taking no thought and doing what Jesus tells you to do. So in the Bible, at the end of the stories, in order to get this thing to work, we have to conjure up those 4 monsters, those 4 beasts. And the last beast is the one that has got to change. And that's the one with the teeth that just chomp, 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 chomp. But that's his job. He's coming to clean house. All right. This beast with the teeth. All right. Now, in the Bible, what they do is they've told us that there are 4 kingdoms. All right. And the 4 kingdoms represents the worlds and also our body. So this guy, he dreamt of the gold head, the silver arms and torso, the brass stomach and thighs, and the 4th kingdom is the one that's representing our spiritual side, are the legs. And this is with the iron and the clay. And these, the 2 thieves, which are your 2 thieves that are showing up beside Jesus, they get their legs broken. That's symbolic. That's your religious side of you. You can't go back to God. You can't go back to work. You've had your legs broken. You're never going to go back into religion anymore. So it's a surefire way to tell when people are saved or not. And that's if they are still part of religion. The very first thing, because that's exactly what you got to get out of here. It takes religion to get in here, and it takes spirituality to get you out of it. So that's how you can tell if someone is saved or not. All right. Plus, you can ask them a few things, because this idea of learning and being saved means now they can start answering these questions. Start asking, what is a child? What is this child that we have to go and see Jesus as? What does that mean? And if they can't answer it or don't answer it or anything like that, it's just really basically because they haven't got the eyes yet. They haven't been given the ears to hear. And so until you take this trip inside of your body to meet up with mom and dad and connect them together using this child within, you're not saved. And I just thought I'd just tell you that. Because otherwise, all you are is dead. Dead people, that's their job, is to go and become alive. That you're looking for Jesus. And when you find Jesus and then you bring him alive in you, you'll find that it's all for you. All right? But you want to follow the crowd, follow the crowd. That crowd is the one that demands Jesus gets killed. That crowd is the one that demands that you give them the murderer instead. Set him free. Let them follow this murderer, because that's what you get, delivered into the hands of your enemy. You become this Baal worshiper, which is God sanctioned, and you devour your children now instead of sending them on this job to go in and save you. So that's what it means. That's what it means. Truth hurts, don't it? All right. So anyways, are you saved? There's a way. That's what we teach here. Good luck. See you later.